It's beginning to look a lot like Baconsale. Everywhere you go, you got hit, make stupid points. Jacob, and something that rhymes with points. I didn't think the theme song this far through.
I'll take it. Something that rhymes with points, because Jake never makes the real points.
Yeah, I was gonna make. I was sitting there like, oh man, should I just keep going? And I did, and then I thought that was wrong.
Jacob anoints?
No. Jacob's joints?
Yeah, something to do with joints.
Something about my joints makes sense. Wait, no, it doesn't.
Jacob has hurt his joints.
There you go.
Yeah,
that'll work.
I guess.
Yeah. Hey, welcome to Baconsale, everybody. I'm Joel.
I'm Kent.
And Jacob.
Welcome to Baconsale. We hope you had a lovely Thanksgiving.
You probably noticed the lull because, Thanksgiving coma?
Yeah.
Even though we're recording this previous to Thanksgiving, but it's
don't tell, you'll ruin it.
Magic.
Have to believe it is magic.
Again? 2 shows in a row?
Nothing can stand in our way.
Hey, welcome to Baconsale.
You cannot resist a song.
So, we've had, thank you for everyone who, listened to the Villains Bracket, and we finished it up last week. Got some really good feedback. Got a very convincing argument, actually, from the listener on Twitter. They were implying that Galactus would have taken out Magneto.
Well, the argument was good. Like, it really wasn't that strong until he'd said that Galactus could resurrect. At which point I was like, Magneto, pulls them apart, big explosion, they both die, Galactus resurrects. He wins.
Yeah. The problem is everyone in comics resurrects.
Yeah, no one ever dies. No one ever dies. It's like the 24 comics world.
Yeah.
But we had a great time with that. We've had a really fun time talking about various movies and TVs and other things, but we're straying from that pattern today.
Yeah.
Indeed we are.
In fact, we're going into a realm we've never gone before.
Kind of weird.
It is weird. It's a good idea, though, I
We're talking politics.
Wait,
No!
Jake, can you do your Ben Carson impression?
I'm here to talk politics.
Because, by the way, in a year...
Is this Ben Carson on a 900 number?
Yeah.
What was that?
No, that's how he always sounds.
And that's what he would say, too. He's like, I just, give me your credit card number. Yeah. I'm here to talk politics.
That's so weird.
Give me your credit card number.
The thing is, we have a couple more shows left before we're actually going to do our season break. We want to talk about that.
Yeah,
right
we're
now.
actually having a season finale.
And our season finale is going to be our Star Wars review.
And I think the best reason to have a season finale is because I generally tell people that season 2 is the best season of a show.
You just want to jump to that?
It's
usually season 3, I think.
Well, it builds
We'll
from
say
there.
that once we're in the middle of season 2.
That's a topic. Write that one down.
Okay,
Best
done and
seasons
done.
of shows.
Because season 1, you're always trying to find your way, and we're hoping that 40 episodes in, we'll have eventually found our way. So we'll tell people, binge 40 episodes, and then you'll get to the good stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah, just binge.
But what we're thinking is after our Star Wars review, which will come out on the 21st, I believe, we're going to take a couple weeks off. We're going to rest. We're going to relax. Going to try and mend our friendships.
I think so. I think it's necessary.
But we have at least 3 more shows. There will be 3, including the Star Wars review, until then. So you got plenty of time. We just want to let you know ahead of time we're going to take a couple weeks off at the end of December.
Aw.
Kent is actually crying about this. He was lamenting earlier. He's like, what am I going to do for those weeks?
It's kind of weird.
Like, I don't even know.
I know what he's going to do.
What?
Metal Gear.
No, I'm done with Metal Gear.
You beat it?
Yeah.
Wow.
101 hours.
Did the...
I'm not kidding.
Yeah, that's about where I'm at.
101 hours.
That's about the time that you spent in your child's lifetime with
No,
them.
I know. Yeah. No, actually, I beat it by 1 hour. So,
okay, there you go.
Maggie, looking forward to spending time with you today.
You know what I wish, by the way? You know what I wish? I wish that when you beat a video game, it would give you some sort of reward, like cash would dispense from the console.
Oh, all I need is achievement unlocked. All I need is a trophy on my PlayStation.
That doesn't do it for me. I remember we were playing Die Hard. This is years and years and years ago. Me and my buddy were playing Die Hard.
The video game or just real life?
Yeah, real life.
Yippee-ki-yay!
But we beat the game. It took us forever. We finally beat it, and then just a screen came up that said, well done. And then it went to the credits.
What?
And I was like, this is stupid.
Well, Metal Gear is just the opposite problem. Is it shows the credits so many times, like you feel complete, like long before it's actually over. It's frustrating. Anyway, let's get to our real topic today. In case you didn't actually read the title, we're going to be ranking holidays.
Yeah.
What? That
I know,
doesn't make sense.
We don't want to overwhelm everyone with Christmas.
Right.
Although that's going to happen because 'tis the season, as
We'll
they
probably
say.
get 1 or 2 episodes in of Christmas stuff.
So we're talking about Christmas, Thanksgiving,
Die Hard.
and we're doing a whole mix of everything. And I think it's a pretty good topic because I have my favorites. Joel, I know you have yours. Jake, I don't know what you think ever, but
I'll tell you.
No, he was Amish, so they didn't celebrate holidays.
Yeah. Joel asked what my favorite holiday was, and I said Rumspringa, which
is that a real thing?
It's my favorite German techno band.
Joel looked it up. No, it's the Amish. It's the Amish thing where they go out and experience the world.
Yeah, so when they turn 18,
it's like walkabout, basically.
Which one,
yeah, they get to go out to the world and see what they think of it, and then they choose to come back or not. So
they actually don't all do that.
Can they actually choose, or do they just have to come back?
No, they choose. Like the sects that actually do that, but the ones I grew up with don't.
Family friendly. I saw Joel's eyes light up, and I had to be the one to speak.
Bad.
No, my eyes were actually just like, oh man,
You don't have to say what they actually do when they're on.
We're still not
Rumspringa.
So we're going to talk about holidays.
Let's talk some holidays.
I want to talk about Rumspringa more.
More? So what we did is we were given the assignment to rank our top 10 holidays.
Yeah.
That's the assignment we were given. We tried to put more parameters on it and tried to limit it somewhat, and then we thought, you know what? Let's just say top 10 holidays.
Oh, also, you guys are going to pitch your new holiday.
We're not going to do
right,
that.
Joel?
No.
I want to hear. I want to hear
it.
your new holiday pitch.
Stop
It's
it, Jake.
actually it's a holiday written by Tim Burton and starring Jaden Smith.
So what I found, actually, there's no way to pitch a holiday because any idea we came up with is already taken.
Pretty much.
Have you looked at the bizarre holiday list?
Yes, there's like a holiday every single day.
Every single day, sometimes 4 holidays per day. You know how they give a day to, this is National Jacob Day. You share that day with like National Cronut Day, and the dumbest stuff.
For example, I just looked up what's today's holidays. What holidays are coming today? We have Blackout Wednesday, International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women, National Family Caregivers Day, National Parfait Day, Shopping Reminder Day, Taiwan On Day, and What Do You Love About America Day.
Yesterday was All Our Uncles Are Monkeys Day. The 30th is Stay at Home Because You Are Well Day.
I think you're looking on a different website.
No, it's the same one.
I think yours is The Onion.
No, probably. But it's kind of ridiculous. Like having a day doesn't mean anything.
No. And also the weird thing is I did some research on these holidays as I was putting them in my list, and when holidays become holidays is very fuzzy if it's not a federal holiday. If it's a federal holiday, they have a date and a time of when it started, and this is when it came into effect. But when it's not a federal holiday, it's like, well, people kind of started celebrating it. Like I was trying to figure out when did it take hold, and it's very fuzzy.
Yeah.
So, but I do have some dates.
Well, this is interesting.
Oh my gosh, we could do a whole show about these stupid holidays. The 5th of November is
Guy Fawkes Day.
Guy Fawkes Day. And also Men Make Dinner Day. Only one day of the year do men have to make dinner.
Thank goodness.
And we're in trouble.
When is that? I'm going to get sick.
It's the 5th.
No, I actually enjoy cooking dinner.
It's a couple days before Chaos Never Dies Day.
I made some delicious coconut curry chicken, and then I did a roast the next day with
Oh,
potatoes.
stop it.
I'm not making this up.
On Men Make Dinner Day?
No, I made that last weekend on Friday and Saturday.
Oh, Joel's a good husband.
Saturday and Sunday. You spend time with your kids.
Pat yourself on your back.
Metal Gear! 101 hours.
Achievement unlocked.
So how do you guys want to do this? Do you want to do it as just 10, 10, 9, 9, 8, 8, 7?
You know, I think so. I think so. Yeah, let's start with Kent. Start with your number 10.
Okay.
And then we'll just, I think,
start with Kim.
yeah, that's because he's got
Always.
he's got the looks.
Na 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 na.
I was
na, na,
actually
na,
going to
na,
say
na,
na 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 na.
She's got the looks.
She's got.
But it's he
just
because
the
it's
look.
me.
Okay, Ken,
and because
sure.
I'm handsome.
Yeah, that's just
Right? Right, Jake?
That's what I meant.
Freudian slip. So
Speaking of Freudian slip, my number 10 is Valentine's Day.
Number 10?
I would almost put this on a worst of list, but really, if you look at public holidays, national holidays, the real ones, there's maybe 20 to choose from.
yeah, lest you think that we're it's like top 10. Well, there's like only 10.
Yes.
There's a bunch that didn't make the cut.
And there's bank holidays, there's reverential holidays, but I don't want to make fun of those right now, so I may not really include those all that much.
Yeah, there's holidays that are just so somber, it's hard to put them on a favorite list because
Yes.
it's a day of solemn remembrance.
But number 10 is Valentine's because it has the worst candy of all time. I often judge holidays by the food that is associated.
Okay.
And Valentine's candy, and I'm speaking of conversation hearts, which are poison and chalk combined with some text on it, which it's the grossest thing ever. The boxes of chocolates, as Forrest Gump says, you never know what you're going to get.
Right.
There's maybe 1 toffee, 2 caramel, and the rest are cherry. Nobody likes cherry. So they're just misleading. And I kind of, everyone says like the commercialism of love and that sort of thing. Really, I just hate, because I'm a procrastinator, is like, oh crap, I got to buy flowers. I either go to the store or a florist, usually the store, and there are like 20 other men in line buying flowers that are upcharged 4 times their actual amount on any other day.
You want a good deal? Buy them the day after Valentine's Day. They are so cheap.
Hey, babe, I think about you after the fact.
No, that's the nice thing about it, is my anniversary is right around Valentine's Day.
Oh, so you just celebrate it together.
So we basically celebrate anniversary, and then Valentine's is more of an afterthought.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, it's fun.
So basically, you're saying you don't like Valentine's because your soul is dead and you no longer feel love?
Thanks for putting words in my mouth, Jake.
And it's all about the candy that sucks.
I just think...
Why does this holiday suck? Because of the candy.
Not enough candy.
A lot of this is like, it's Facebook, really, because on Valentine's Day, it's like, oh, I love my wife, I love my husband, yada, yada. And then you have the other half of Facebook, which is Single Awareness Day is the 14th. And then, obviously, Single Awareness Day.
Single Awareness Day? Is
You've
that
never
real?
heard of this?
Oh,
No.
yeah. Oh, it's a real
because
thing.
Jake strays from Facebook.
I do.
Think about the letter single.
So I'm not a
Awareness.
Hold on.
masochist.
Single Awareness Day.
What's
What is
the
that?
acronym?
S-A-D?
Day.
Wait, don't give Jacob hard questions.
I almost said SAM, and I was like, that's not right.
It's sad.
Yes,
Sad.
I get it. I get
Single
it.
Awareness Day is sad.
It is. And I might as well bring this up right now since you bring it up. The funny thing about talking about holidays is there's going to be detractors for every single holiday. No matter what holiday you throw out, there's going to be people like, all right. So, like Valentine's Day, people are like, well, that's insensitive to singles. And then they're like, oh, Thanksgiving. And they're like, oh, it's all about gluttony and the pilgrims and smallpox. And then
It's all about smallpox.
Mother's Day. Oh, that's so sexist.
No, save them. Save them for when we talk about them.
Well, I just want to bring it up that no matter what holiday we bring up, people are going to be like, oh, I hate that. And Singles Awareness Day has become this beacon of hatred. And I'm like, it's a fun day. You're the one making it sad.
And I do want to apologize to our Jehovah's Witness listeners if you're out there.
You're not going to relate to this.
You're going to think, oh, you guys had me with Doctor Who, but you talk about holidays and I'm out of here. So sorry. Right. But yeah, I think Valentine's, like, this is the day where they sell the most cards, which I think are completely insincere, because you spend $5 to $6 on a card and envelope, and it's what someone else's creative thinking or love message. Like, why not just make a card? But no, they sell so many cards this day. I do think it's manufactured, and it's a way to make money sometime in between Christmas and Easter.
Greeting cards themselves, it's just like...
Yeah, I hate the industry.
They really... I'm very happy with my grandparents, and...
because they send you cards with $7.
It's nice and all that, but I've really never understood the point of giving cards. Like, I remember as a kid that, I get the card and the gift, and I start to open it, and the parent will be like, no, open the card first. And I'm like... So I can see that it's from the person that gave it to me.
And you always do like, I know it's another year going by. You're a monkey. $7, thanks, Grandma.
Yeah. No, but cards. I don't really see a point.
Yeah, so I don't care for Valentine's Day. Somehow it made my top 10, mostly just because I wanted to talk about it.
Just because you didn't want to put International Talk Like a Pirate Day on there.
No, that doesn't count.
That's on my list.
Of course it is.
It is probably one of the more popular days, though, if you look at the every day has a holiday.
I love how that one was just made up, though. Speaking of International Talk Like a Pirate Day.
Yeah.
It was just made up by these two guys as a joke, and it turned into something, and I think that's great.
All right, Joel, your turn.
I'm not going to make friends here. I'm letting you know right now.
Did you not hear
What?
Kins just now?
Yeah, are you going to be the antagonist of the show?
That's the thing is, a lot of people don't like Valentine's
His
Day.
favorite is Sad Day.
My number 10. This is top 10. There was a lot that didn't make the cut, but my number 10 is Easter.
It's because of...
Holy crap.
It's Easter.
What?
When I think of holidays, okay.
Holy crap.
No.
Literally holy, because it's a holy day.
But where did the crap come in?
Well, who knows? Eggs, rabbits, all these sort of things. What?
Yeah, so Easter, as it was celebrated officially as early as 1682, they have references. But first of all, when do you celebrate Easter?
April.
Or?
End of March.
Right. They don't even have a date. Let me give you the definition of when we celebrate Easter.
Isn't it the first Sunday of April?
It's generally like last
Easter,
week of April, or last week of March, first week of
You guys
April.
don't even know.
Yeah.
It's Easter on the first Sunday following the full moon after the vernal equinox on March 21st.
So because they can't narrow down a day, it gets number 10?
It's like you don't even know when it's going to happen. All of a sudden it's like, oh, Easter's coming. Get candy. Sunday holidays are a little bit tricky for people of the religious faith. But it's like you can't do as much. It's always on a Sunday. It's always on a Sunday, so it's a Sunday celebration. Usually you're trying to get all the Easter stuff taken care of.
If you think about the true meaning of, Easter, Joel.
Jesus doesn't come into it for Joel.
Yeah, it's
all about the bunny.
Like the bunny.
No, that's why
The candy's not good enough. Oh, wait,
Yeah,
that's candy.
well, the candy's actually good.
Yeah.
But
Great.
the Easter bunny and all that stuff, you have to try and hurry and do it before church, and then everyone's hopped up on candy, and it's never been one of my favorite holidays. Well, no, it is one of my favorite holidays because obviously, let me look down here.
But it is kind of
President's Day didn't make the cut.
It is the opening of spring, basically. It is like, hey, wasn't winter awful? It's spring. It's rebirth.
You're not going to talk me into it, man. Number 10 is
I will.
Easter.
Cadbury mini eggs, Starburst jelly beans.
Those are
They're very
good.
good.
Honey glazed ham.
They're very good.
Jesus. This is my list for why I like Easter so much.
He's number 5.
It was number 4. Don't make me the bad guy here.
He is the bad guy. It's still a top 10
You're
list.
like Starburst jelly beans.
These are, this is my top 10. This is still a favorite, but it's out of all these ones I'm looking at. I was like, what would I rather celebrate, this or this? And I kept doing it with all the holidays, and Easter kind of ended up on what would I rather celebrate? Well, yeah, I guess Easter lands there.
Honey glazed ham.
It got a pineapple glaze on it a lot of times, which I don't like.
Yeah, you're crazy about the pineapple
Pineapple's
stuff.
the fruit of the devil.
All right, Kent, let's go to 9.
I am shocked. I don't even know how to proceed, follow that. But number 9 is President's Day.
What?
Why?
How did President's Day even make your list?
I'll tell you why.
Oh, what do you do on President's Day? We sit around and,
you see?
play Metal Gear.
I love this country. And
we'll
which is it's going to be
out.
hold on.
We'll find out.
This will be
soon enough.
this will quickly be proven wrong. But I love that presidents have been able to form this. And anyways,
Yeah, you can't even do it with a straight face.
I can't.
Why are you putting President's Day on your list? Give me the real reason. There's no candy.
Easter's not even on his list, actually. That's the
You
surprise.
get a day off of work.
Yeah.
And when we were younger in grade school, there used to be Lincoln's birthday and a Washington's birthday. Remember, we got 2 days off of school.
Yeah.
And then they thought, the kids are lazy. They made it one day into President's Day. Mm-hmm. Poor kids now, right? I went to a costume party for President's Day, and I think everyone should have costume parties for President's Day, where you dress up as your favorite historical president.
James K. Polk.
I was
That was always my
Washington.
costume.
You were Polk? Uh-huh. Not Taft?
No, not Taft. Never Taft.
Which was the one that died in 30 days? Is that Harrison?
William Henry Harrison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's who I want to be.
Yeah. See?
Are you going to come as a zombie?
I could actually see you doing that. You could be Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. Like you could have a costume party on President's Day.
No one dresses up on President's Day. President's Day is a non-holiday.
Let's make it a thing. We're doing it next
Make it
year.
a thing.
Yeah.
Would you not agree that
Is it
it's better
February?
than Valentine's Day?
Is it in February?
No, it's
No.
it's the third Monday in February.
No.
All right.
Yes.
This February, Joel, we're all dressing up as
No,
presidents.
I put President's Day on my didn't make the cut list.
Really? Okay.
Dear
because-
listener, dress up as a
No,
president.
look, it's low to no maintenance. You
It's
get
a
a day
do what-
off of
it's a
work
do
or
what you want
school.
holiday.
It's a do what you want holiday, and you can have fun with it.
Do what you want holidays don't count as real holidays. Those are day offs.
It's a national holiday. How is that not a
'Cause
holiday?
you don't do anything. It's like get the day off, do what you want.
Unless you're creative.
So it's not really a
Weird.
holiday. It's just like it's like PTO. Basically.
Jake just asked you if you would dress up, and you're like, no, it's a non-holiday, and I don't want to make it a holiday. Like, dress like a president.
Yeah, that'll go over well.
Why not?
I'm dressed up for President's Day, kids. I'm Abraham Lincoln.
I think they'd love it.
Yeah, what's wrong
Your
with
kids
that?
are in school.
Don't you like Abraham Lincoln?
My kids hate
Are you
the
saying you
movie. My
don't
kids
like
hated the
Abraham
movie.
Lincoln?
My
Oh,
kids
yeah.
hated the movie.
He's a
The
rebel.
Vampire Slayer?
No, Lincoln.
Hunter?
Did they see that one?
Didn't see that one.
That's the one.
Well, thanks for shooting down a day honoring our presidents.
heroes.
Yeah.
You just wait.
You just wait.
My number 9. Are you done?
I guess.
Okay. Because you had nothing to say that other than you get a day off.
No, I think it's great. You don't have to see family, which all these holidays you kind of do, and you get a day off where it's a day to just relax. It should almost be number one.
Otherwise known as Saturday.
Do you get to relax on Saturday?
I like
Yes,
Labor
I
Day
do.
for that reason, though.
Especially this time when I don't have to mow the lawn, I don't have to shovel. That in between time, it's nice.
Yeah.
Saturdays are good.
All right, let's hear yours, Joel.
My number 9 is Valentine's Day.
Okay.
I'm going to say that. Well, first of all,
That's why he didn't beat you up. I wonder why he wasn't beating you up. It's because it was his number 9 all
yeah.
along.
But let me give the history. Valentine's greetings were popular as far back as the Middle Ages. Middle Ages, guys. Though written Valentines didn't appear until 1400. The oldest Valentine is actually 1415. And then they started getting them. Americans probably began exchanging handmade Valentines in the early 1700s. I had no idea it was that old. I didn't even know that much about St. Valentine, but, whatever.
It was fun being a kid in elementary and making like a truck.
And you make the boxes.
Out of crepe paper.
And you put the things in it, and then you get the one from your crush, and you're like, oh my gosh, it says love on here.
There was one time where I didn't read my cards for like months, and I got this from a girl named Heidi that I really liked. But I didn't read it until months later.
Name, right?
Yeah.
You got a card from the girl you really liked and didn't read it for months.
And I didn't read it for months, and it's like, do you like me? Yes, no, maybe. And I was like, what?
And you
and I just didn't even respond.
Oh, her poor
like a
heart was
coward.
so broken.
Yeah, she moved on to better things. Let's be honest.
That's why she's a drug addict now.
Well, and thankfully they're finally coming up with better. I agree. The Valentine's candy was bad, but they're finally coming up with better Halloween candy. Like they,
they are. Halloween candy is great.
Sweet tart heart. What'd I say?
Valentine's. No, I just had to call you on it.
Yeah. Valentine's candy, because they're getting better. They have the sweet tart hearts. They have like they have better candy than just those chalk hearts with the sayings on them. Because those aren't that good.
They're not good.
But chocolates are good.
Not really.
Can I tell you something real quick? Can I confess something to you, gentlemen?
Oh, dear.
What's going on here?
He loves us.
Yes. A Valentine's Day in high school, I got flowers, chocolate, and a teddy bear from a girl. I got them from a girl.
How did you feel about this?
I felt emasculated.
What? Why?
I think that's okay, though.
Okay,
for you to get that.
Who cares?
Ladies out there, if you're going to get a guy anything for Valentine's Day, get him something edible. Because that's the way to go. Because flowers, I don't like. They smell like funerals. And then a teddy bear.
I'm picturing you with a butt cut.
Yep.
And you've got the fleece pajama bottoms with your teddy bear with a heart on it.
But, no, it was actually, I think it was dressed up like a clown.
It should have been balloons instead of flowers, basically.
Then I could have sucked the helium out. It would have been practical. But no, I think it's ridiculous. Don't ever get a guy flowers or the teddy bear.
Let's be honest. Guys don't care about Valentine's Day. We don't need a gift.
Whenever there's the potential for smooching, it's a good day.
Is that what the kids call it these days?
Rumspringer? We're calling it Rumspringer from now on.
Yes.
Rumspringer Day.
And I love the I am a romantic. I like romantic gestures. Mm-hmm. I'm not as good at it now. I have to admit. I've kind of, lessened my...
You don't get better with age?
Well, I remember I used to be that hopeless romantic in school that would write poetry and stuff like that. And my wife has said she doesn't like poems like that.
Okay, yeah.
But I need to do better at that. And so Valentine's is a good reminder of like, hey, bring the romance back in your life. And like I said...
Hey, we can talk to Dr. Matt about this later, you know?
We should. In February, we should totally do a love episode.
Yeah.
Psychology of love.
We have to say it
Only
that
if
way,
you use
too.
that voice the whole time.
But and like I said,
Carson.
our anniversary's right around then. It's so nice because then we don't have to fight for restaurants. We don't have to fight for hotel rooms. It's all very nice and calm. And then everyone else has to stress out about it on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
So it makes my top 10 because I like it, but it's not a great holiday.
Yeah.
Oh, and we do like for the kids, we'll do like the pink milk and the heart-shaped pancakes and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's kind of cute.
It's fun.
Yeah. Not great, but kind of cute.
Okay.
So's your face.
My number 8 is Arbor Day. I'm
It's not
just
Arbor
kidding.
Day.
It's not
It's
Arbor
not
Day.
Arbor
I'm like, what's Arbor Day?
I don't really
even
care for the
remember.
environment, honestly.
What
Can't cares.
So what do people say against Arbor Day? It's like, oh, tree huggers. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. I just remember John Denver singing songs about Arbor Day back in like the early 90s.
I remember the urban fervor about Arbor Day.
Stop it. Every time. My number 8 choice.
Yeah.
The 8th best holiday is the 4th of July.
I'm sorry. We're not jumping to number 1 already, are we?
I don't think so.
It is Independence Day.
The most American movie of all time.
It is
But
actually
what
the
about holiday.
eighth most American movie.
So President's
and
Day.
the 8th best
Let me go.
holiday.
Okay, so 10 was what?
10 was Valentine's.
Valentine's, then
9 was President's Day.
and then Independence Day.
And then Independence
So
Day.
Independence Day barely ekes out a day off.
Yeah.
The most American holiday of all the holidays has now become a number 8.
What I would like to do, if I have one mission on Baconsale, this is now my new mission. I've had a lot.
It's to deport yourself.
Yeah, well, go celebrate Cinco de
It's to
Mayo.
make everyone actually think about the 4th of July.
Best holiday ever. Not
Really? Is that a spoiler?
It's no.
Okay.
It's up there, but
Because no one really loves Independence Day.
I do.
I do.
You don't really.
Sure.
Commie, traitor to our nation.
Do you like parades? Do you like waking up and going to a parade at 9 a.m.?
I like the Thanksgiving parade.
Do you like 4th of July parades?
No.
Okay, thank you.
But I'm not into
No.
parades.
I'm asking the questions here. Do you like sitting there in masses of people
Are you still talking about parades? Because
and
that's a different conversation.
seeing things go boom?
Yes.
Okay, Michael Bay movies. Good to know. It's basically
Wait, okay.
a holiday.
Okay. Can I break this parallel, please?
Okay.
You have said that audiences who like Michael Bay are a bunch of dumb...
slack-jawed yokels.
Slack-jawed yokels.
Yes.
So you're saying that those that like Independence Day, the fathers of our country, the freedom fighters, the true-blooded red Americans are a bunch of slack-jawed yokels because they like the same things as Michael Bay?
I'm not going to say that because it makes me sound like a elitist intellectual.
Which you are.
But to sit among throngs of people who go, ooh, ah.
Is that Ben Carson?
On the 900 number?
Carson's back.
No, Ken.
No.
You watch those
About
explosions?
things that explode, and it's like, yeah,
You don't
idiots. It's a firework.
Okay, you don't like the bombs bursting in air? They gave proof through the night that our flag was still
Do you think
there?
our founding fathers would be like,
say does that star-spangled banner yet wave?
You're going to have a hard time fighting that, Ken.
Eagle cry. Ah! O'er the land of the free.
Hold on, I'm just timing Joel, because I think he's going longer than anyone in the history of this song.
Of the brave.
That's almost
dear.
that's like Roseanne Barr quality right there.
Ouch.
That's pretty good.
You know what's Roseanne Barr quality? Your list. Number 8?
It's number 8.
Fireworks. Setting things on fire is one thing everybody
105 degree temperature for parades where you get
No.
saltwater taffy, which are strictly made for parades.
Did you not-
and for kids to get trampled by horses in
saltwater taffy is
parades?
delicious.
Did you not grow up lighting your own fireworks, or did you just go to bigger events?
That's probably the problem. You've never lit a firework, have you? You don't know the joy of lighting a firework.
What's a firework?
It's one of those boomy things
As you
keep
kind
talking
of,
about in the sky.
as you know, I'm kind of frugal.
Have you been burned by fireworks? Ken?
Once, yes, it was terrible. It was the kicking one with the
flowers?
the flowers, and one got stuck in my shoe.
America Light thing.
I'm kind of frugal, and when I see people go to the grocery store in the parking lot and spend hundreds to thousands of dollars on aerials,
That's
or
ridiculous.
whizzers,
Boom.
I go, you guys are morons.
More
I
mons.
seriously.
More mons. Ken.
I'll judge you too. I judge them and I go,
So what would you
surely
rather-
there has to be a better way than to, for 20 minutes, light something on fire. We're a bunch of pyros.
Ken,
Yes.
how much money have you spent on movies?
I go for free, Joel.
I mean, buying DVDs and stuff like that.
I don't see a parallel at all.
You're paying
You said
for
you're frugal.
entertainment. You're paying for entertainment. That's
So,
what
no.
we're doing here. That's the same exact thing.
I would rather pay to see Michael Fassbender playing a brilliant, unforgettable role than to hear
Is that
Celine
ever
Dion,
gonna
a Canadian, than to hear Celine Dion, a Canadian, singing a song about America while
America
things
is
go
not
boom.
appreciating people from all sorts of cultures, Ken. You don't understand.
Just watch Independence Day if you don't know.
Yeah, the 8th best
no
American
wonder
movie.
you picked Rocky as the most American movie of all time. You don't understand America.
I'm right. No, I celebrate America differently. I love this country. I just don't love the way we celebrate it because it's like, hey, look,
Oh, it's too loud. It's scaring my dogs. That's what people say, by the way.
You got to defend frugal now too.
yeah, no. Oh, basically, what do you mean?
If frugality
Well, I
is
don't
an
know.
issue here, your number one better not be Christmas.
We'll see.
How much have you spent on lunch this month?
Yeah, I know. Lunch is Jake's a bad influence.
I am a bad influence. Yeah.
Because otherwise it'd be dollar menu every day.
Okay, fireworks are awesome.
Okay, fireworks are terrible. I think
Fireworks
they're the
to
dumbest thing.
music?
It's like, let's go drive or walk somewhere among people, put out a blanket, and then just look up at the sky and hurt our necks like we're playing a video game at Walmart
Hurt
for
our
20
neck.
minutes.
I'm sorry you're so used to looking down at your phone, Kent, but some of us like to look up.
And then the only thing that's good about 4th of July is the barbecues.
Got barbecues.
But the
you got
problem is
fireworks.
that everyone becomes a barbecue expert. Everyone's like, hey, come to my house. We're putting burgers up on the grill for the entire month. Oh, and that's another thing
That's
I
an
hate.
issue?
Yeah, like
Hey,
how is this the only?
Here's
That's a
all this
huge cool
free
thing.
No, no.
everybody.
It's
First
like-
world problems.
I don't care for. I like barbecues, but just everyone's like, you got to try 'em. My burgers are great. And by the way, fireworks, having once worked for the Forest Service, fireworks start more forest fires than anything else. And I know I sound like a priss right now.
That's a Kent Cares.
It is a Kent Cares. Thank you, Jake.
I hate lightning. It starts fires.
Well, it's typically dumb kids. Dumb kids
Don't
starting
kids make
fires.
lightning?
They do.
No,
Name
Kent,
4.
Okay. First of all, he doesn't like burgers because they're too mainstream. Secondly,
I didn't say that. I said barbecues are the only good thing about the 4th of July.
then you went to bash on barbecues. You spent the whole time going, barbecues is the only good thing. But then everyone's a barbecue expert and wants to give you food. And like, hey, I'm making burgers. Neighbor want to stay home in my underwear and play Metal Gear.
I think I'm going to do that this weekend.
Independence
That's
Day
pretty
is
much my
fun.
weekend.
And I'll get into that when we get up to my version. So I'll tell you why I think it's fun. But I think your problem is you don't.
No.
you don't have the traditions that make it fun.
I
That's what I
don't
think.
know. People are like, hey, let's have a cul-de-sac of fire. Great. Oh, cool. Let's keep my kids up after their bedtime.
Ugh, neighbors.
The entire month of July.
Interacting with others. Ugh.
No, look, you got to look at it from an introvert's point of view as well, which I'm not. But it's like, hey, it's it's
Look at this point of view that I don't have.
no, but I mean, you got to look out, outside of yourself. But it's like 11 o'clock at night, and people are still lighting off fireworks. I'm like, seriously?
For a night or two. There's
No.
Listen,
You know the
listen.
truth. It's the entire month.
If there are noise,
Don't even lie.
No, there are noise ordinances, and if they go after a certain hour on certain days, you can call the police on them, and they'll go look at it.
Yeah. Do you think does that stop people?
Yeah, I have.
Okay. Joel's that guy.
Yeah.
Joel's
Stops
that
people.
neighbor.
Yeah.
Only on
I think I would like you as a neighbor, actually, because you would take care of business.
No, because I have fun, Kent. I go outside.
Also-
I light fireworks with my family. I enjoy it.
Yeah. Nope.
All right,
Not
so
my thing.
Kent listed Independence Day.
And this is where I knew I would be the villain. Obviously, for everyone listening, yes, please hate me.
want
But
to
see
know
the
that-
truth at least.
Kent's wearing a red commie hoodie right now.
Okay, I need to tell a sad story actually real fast.
Okay.
What?
There's
Civil
two.
Awareness Day story? We're
Yeah.
talking about Independence Day.
So I moved from Missouri, where fireworks are totally welcome, right? Aerials, giant aerials. You can buy as many as you want. You can light as many as you want. There's no
Everything's
ordinances
so wet
against.
there,
Yeah,
nothing's going to burn.
yeah. So it doesn't matter. So, but I'm living in Idaho. I've been married for like a year. Actually, not even a year. It's like my first married 4th of July, and I am just
To a person?
craving, yeah, to a person, craving big aerials, right? So I go out and I'm the idiot that Kent was talking about, like, out in the parking lot, and I spend like $150 of money I don't have, right? Because I'm so desperate.
You stole them?
Basically,
sounds like a Jacob story.
student loans is really the answer to that
For fireworks.
For fireworks, right? I get them all home. I'm really excited. I find out none of them are aerials. None of them, and I had no idea. And I had $150. I didn't even light them all. It was too boring.
I bet they all had the little sign on them that says, warning, emit showers of sparks.
Yeah, it was
all
like
they do.
they go like 4 or 5 feet up in the air.
No,
And isn't that the biggest scam? Like, you spend $150, which isn't going to get you a good aerial at all. It's gunpowder in a tube, and each one costs $20 to $30. Like, it's the biggest scam ever.
They're definitely,
It's representative of America and everything.
How
makes
is
the country
that?
great.
No, not at all.
Gunpowder, explosions, barbecues, America.
well, they sell them at huge margins, obviously, giant markups, whatever.
Yeah.
but
They do, but you look for the deals. I always go for the buy one, get one freeze. They get pretty desperate.
no,
here, but-
there are deals, and there are good aerials. In fact, the next year in Idaho, I brought back some from Missouri, like these mortar aerials, and it's against the code there, just like everywhere else, here in Utah. So there was snow everywhere, right? Snow. At that time, so I snuck up onto the hill with my wife, and I shot off a couple of mortars up into the sky, and then
Mordor.
and left. And guess who showed up immediately, Kent?
The cops did?
Cops.
Or Joel?
I mean, Joel
turn
with
this
the
down.
cops. Joel was on
I
his cell
only
phone.
did it
Immediately?
once, and it's because they were doing it every night for multiple nights outside of the
Yeah, it's annoying.
right time.
No, they pulled up immediately.
Wow.
Like, I mean, within 2 minutes.
Well, they're waiting for it. Like, there's cops on the border of Utah and Wyoming.
I also
that
got
just
away with
wait
it.
for people to go.
But yeah.
So what did you say?
Well, I was back in, it was this little SUV, this little family SUV. And so I was in the car and I saw them pull up. And so I was talking to my wife and I was like, let's just sit here for a minute and act casual because I think we're about to be in trouble. And we pull over and I've
Act
got.
casual. Make out with me.
Let's smooch.
Let's smooch.
Time for smooching.
I'll show you my Ben Carson.
Whoa!
Family friendly, guys.
I'll show you. Rumspringa.
Anyway, so then the cop was like, they just talked to me for a minute. They're like, did you see that? I was like, yeah, I pulled up here trying to figure out who was lighting them off, but I don't see anybody.
So you're playing like citizens arrest.
I totally lied.
You
totally
lied.
lied. And then left. I got away with it. Anyway, Joel.
Joel, what's your 8?
My number 8 is Memorial Day. Go ahead and make fun of that, Kent.
That's basically President's Day.
Well, I mean, you could
'cause
since it's only
Memorial
number
Day-
8.
Memorial Day is much more about remembering those that have fallen before us. And so we have a big family tradition.
wait, let's be clear though. Fallen in battle or just fallen?
It used to be strictly.
You mean like
It
old
still
people who
is.
fall
It
down?
still is fallen in
It's now
battle.
grown as a part of it. No, the primary thing is that. but they have-
Culturally, now we just go to
It's good. It's good
cemeteries.
cemetery and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And we have a big thing. I like Memorial Day because it's signaling the beginning of summer. It's looking at it. We go to the graves and then we have a barbecue after. It's always a fun family affair. I get to talk to my kids about, their ancestors, and then we walk around the cemetery and look for weird names. So it's a fun family time. And
going to the cemetery is a fun-funly time. Kids, you'll be here one day.
Yeah.
Right next to your mother and I.
We all
Look, there's where the dead children are buried.
This is Babyland.
Oh, God.
There is Babyland in the Ogden Cemetery.
There is Babyland. But this holiday, it's always been a nice one for me, and I've always enjoyed it. It's always been a good family time. And my wife's family, they have the same type of tradition, so it's been this fun merging of parties, I guess.
Yeah. But I feel like it's one of those holidays that flowers are overpriced once again.
Oh, yeah.
And people have to, drape copious amounts of flowers and decorations on graves.
Are you going to bash on every one of mine?
Come on, Joel. Come on.
What? What?
Didn't we just spend 20 minutes on Independence Day?
Because that was worth bashing on. And then I'm like, Memorial Day.
No.
Let me tell you why you're wrong.
It's not your choice. It's more, I sometimes judge people that mourn profusely. And I know I shouldn't. Don't mourn profusely.
That's a
I
quote.
believe mourn with those that mourn is a pretty strong statement.
When you're putting, Halloween decorations on your graves.
People deal with grief in all sorts of different ways.
No, it's true. And that's one thing I've actually had to try to understand. And I'm
just to recap.
No, but when I drive by the cemetery where I'm from, and I see the lights.
You're from the cemetery?
Yeah, I take my kids
zombie.
there.
I'm from the cemetery, kids.
Hold your breath. And I see lights, lights of all kind, and I'm like, that terrifies me. That doesn't, celebrate a life.
To you.
Yes, exactly.
So, just to recap.
So you're going to continue by ripping on me.
Ancestors.
No.
And everyone who mourns.
No, I know what it's truly for.
Bunch
Memorial
of sad
Day.
sacks, he called them.
But personally, I don't feel like my loved ones are, and this show is very Judeo-Christian, by the way, I don't feel like my loved ones are in the ground.
They're not.
And I don't go to a grave and talk to them. People do, which is great. But I just don't feel that sort of
Such
urge.
a weird topic to be
I
arguing
know,
about.
right? Memorial Day.
We're sitting there, we usually talk about these dumb movies, and all of a sudden Kent's like, okay, people are really dead here, and I want to talk about the real dead things. And
So dead. All right, so yeah, that's okay. That's yours.
All right, Joel.
Number 7?
Yeah.
All right, my number 7 is St. Patrick's Day. Celebrations as early as 1737 in Boston, but it didn't pick up a national steam until the potato famine in the mid-19th century.
It's because Joel's a lush.
Now, I like St. Patrick's Day, and I do have some Irish in me. It's not as much. I have more Scottish, but I've always been fascinated with the Irish culture. I love it.
Editor's note: Joel once said Irish McIverson as a derogatory term.
And so, me and my roommates in college, we actually started a tradition where we get together. We watch an Irish movie. Usually it's Waking Ned Divine, Darby and the Little People, Far and Away, and those types of movies.
Yeah, because Irish Tom Cruise is the only Tom Cruise.
Tell me you like my hat, but you're not wearing a hat, Joseph.
That's kind of impressive, honestly.
Yeah, seriously.
But every year, no matter what we watch, though, at the end we always toast Ned Divine. And if you haven't seen Waking Ned Divine, you need to.
It's a good movie.
It's a really great movie. One of my 5-star movies. I love that.
By the way, Song of the Sea I watched last week. It's great.
Great Irish movie there, too. But we do that, and also, full confession, it's near my birthday. And so it's always associated with positive association and spring and happiness and stuff like that. And so I love the tradition of wearing green. My poor wife, she hates getting pinched so much. And so she'll take precautions right on her hand with a marker the night before so that I don't pinch her the next day.
First thing in the morning?
The night
You're
before.
annoying.
Yeah.
You're bratty, Joel.
I'm not pinching for hurt. It's just, the playful pinching.
Yeah, I know, but still, you're grown up. That was a grade school thing.
But I remember opening the door.
That's why he always pinches me.
I remember opening the door one time. She's like, I'm wearing green. Just immediately. And I was like, wow, you're really not into this. But
You're just now learning this?
Well, this is early marriage.
Okay.
But my kids like it. We do the green eggs and green milk and all green pancakes. It's a fun tradition. I'm all about the Irish. I'm all about the accents, and I think it's a fine Irish holiday, if I may say so.
And for the world in general, this is a fun holiday with all the parades, with all the drinking.
Don't people hate parades, Kent? Isn't that what you said a while back?
A March parade is way better
the entire time
than a July 4th parade. I don't actually care for parades.
What is the difference between a St. Patrick's Day and a 4th of July
I don't know.
parade?
Perfect weather. like 110 degrees versus like 70. I'll sit in the 70, especially with fun people, not people in fezzes riding around in their...
I'm pretty sure you know that March comes in like a lamb and goes out like a lion, or vice versa. So the weather's never quite ready to be.
Just let him keep going.
Yeah, I'm going to let him keep going.
Yeah, I'm not sure what you even said. Aaron Gobra.
Aaron Gobra.
Yeah.
It wasn't your movie last night? Was that an Irish guy?
It was Brooklyn.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, and I
Saoirse
loved
Ronan.
it. Yeah, Saoirse Ronan.
Great accent.
All right, my number 7 is New Year's Eve.
Now, are you going to separate... Sorry.
Not New Year's Day?
No, I New Year's Eve specifically.
Are we combining those two? Because I did combine them.
Oh, yeah, and we could easily.
But did you?
But I say New Year's Eve because it is, right when you hit midnight, boom, really fun. And then the next day is just, it's a day off, which is cool.
That's the thing is New Year's Day is recognized as a federal holiday. New Year's Eve is not.
It's true.
So I combined the two.
But I think you're right.
It's
the
a continuation.
festivities leading up to New Year's. Once again, I kind of hate the noise created by neighbors.
Fireworks! Curse you!
It's kind of like get off my lawn with your pots and pans.
I love banging pots and pans.
You're that guy. Like, whereas I lie to my kids and I go, 10, 9, 8, it's like 9:30 at night.
Well, you do that.
You were giving me a lot of prank ideas to pull on you at some point, just so you know.
Yeah. Oh, no, you know where I live.
The early New Year's is very, very helpful for parents.
Yes.
It's like, hey, it's New Year's
Until it's midnight
somewhere.
and everyone outside wakes your kids up with fireworks and pots
You
and
should really
pans.
get some insulation in your walls.
I should probably do that.
Earmuffs for your kids.
That said, I mean, that's kind of a negative, but I enjoy New Year's mostly because of the...
You're being negative about a holiday?
Ah.
What are you?
Oh, wait, this wasn't a worst of list?
What was that noise? Man.
Oh, dear.
I enjoy New Year's Eve
me.
because generally that's when I have time to just hang out. I usually play a game like Settlers Catan, something that's going to take a while.
A big family thing, or is it just you and your family?
No, it's usually me and my family. We usually get my buddy Griff, who's
So
single.
you like fun on these holidays still?
Well, because I love board games. That's what I mean, guys. Believe it or not, I get very competitive at some things, and board games is one of those things.
Joker versus Lex Luthor.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm still not over it. But I enjoy the looking forward, like reflecting on the past year, and it's more mental and reflecting on what you can do for next year. I hate New Year's resolutions, but I enjoy the plans for the next year, and I wonder where I'm going to be a year from now.
I love. Okay, so yeah, I don't like New Year's resolutions, but I do love like end of year lists.
Yes.
And begin like the first of the year. Like, yeah, we'll get into this when I talk about it.
But my real New Year is Rosh Hashanah, which is the Jewish New Year.
Because as we've not mentioned on Baconsale before, but you have mentioned on Radio Run a number of times, Ken is quarter
Jewish ancestry and all that kind of stuff. It's really not. I'm more kidding, but I looked
You're
that
not
up.
Jewish?
No. I mean the Rosh Hashanah
Oh,
thing.
okay. I was like, you've been lying to me.
I do think New Year's requires a new song because Auld Lang Syne is terrible.
It's a nice tune. I just don't think anyone should sing the words. Because, like,
should all acquaintance... Why are we singing this?
Forgot
and never brought to mind. Yeah. And then it's...
By then I'm kissing, so I don't care.
We'll take a cup...
Smooching.
We'll take a cup of kindness yet for Auld Lang Syne. I just don't know.
Aaron Gobra.
Yeah, basically. Fun fact, more vehicles are stolen on New Year's than any other holiday.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
Well, it's a party night. People get drunk. And they
I guess, but St. Patrick's Day...
Well, just lots of easy victims.
Yeah. People are out all night at parties.
That's true, I guess. It's late at night.
It was also like more DUIs and crashes and whatever during that
You
night.
guys
Absolutely.
are really fun people. Remind me to hang out with you on every holiday.
No smooching.
No smooching. All right, so that was your number 7?
Yeah, that was my number 7. I'll move right on to my number 6.
Please do.
Which is Hanukkah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Back it up.
So following up with the Jewish
How do
thing.
you spell Hanukkah, Kent?
Right here, it's Hannukkah.
And there are like 4 different
And there
ways
is
to
like
spell it.
Chanukah.
Yep.
So being raised in a house where we paid attention, we didn't really celebrate a whole bunch of Jewish holidays, but we paid attention to them. And so for Hanukkah, we didn't do 8 nights. We always did one night.
So a one-night celebration of
Yes.
Hanukkah.
And so we got together, and honestly, Hanukkah, it kind of switches around the month of December. There's no set time. Sometimes it could take place over Christmas, sometimes before.
Well, like, how do they determine? Is it by the vernal equinox of the moon?
Yeah,
phases
it's
or
probably
what?
some weird astrological
Are we
thing.
going to quote Adam Sandler at some point?
Yeah, I'm feeling like Joel's going to, but We can get there. That's not what we're looking for.
8 crazy nights.
Put on your yarmulke. It's time to celebrate Hanukkah.
What our family does is because, so my mom was raised in a Jewish household, and so she's kind of brought everything over to us. And so we have a menorah. We'll light the menorah. We'll sing a song, which is kind of a sweet little song. I'm not going to sing right now. And we all have...
Is it in English, or is it like...
Yeah, it's on this night, oh so bright,
so
one little candle fires.
Like
no, yeah, I'm sure it's taken from that.
Do you know any Hebrew?
Oy vey, shalom. It's kind of like, do you know Mexican? It's like quesadilla.
No. I just wondered if like you did like any sort of like, reading or anything like that.
No, actually we do have, for Passover, which is not on my list, which I also enjoy, we have the Seder.
You enjoy bitter herbs and lamb?
Basically. But they have a whole ceremony where you read things in Hebrew and English, and it's called Seder, and it's a whole presentation over a meal.
You read in Hebrew?
We've done it, practiced it once, but it more is like, hey, this is what people do. This is not what we're doing now.
I just thought it was cool.
No, it's pretty cool. Like, I like the history. And for Hanukkah, I like, just like paying reverence to it like one night a year. Mm-hmm. And we all have like yarmulkes and stuff like that. I'm like, that's kind of cool.
No, it's cool to acknowledge your heritage. I think that's awesome.
Yeah, so...
I have nothing bad to say about this choice.
So, and the dreidel, I was like, I don't even know what a dreidel is for, right?
I made you out of clay. It's a fun game.
What we used to do is we used to spin the dreidel, and you know how they have like, it looks like an L, or it has like 2, or like an E or something like that?
You're really schooled on this holiday, aren't you?
So, we used to spin it, and if it had like two flags, like side, we'd have to lay on the ground and make the shape of the dreidel. Like, it was almost like Twister.
Oh, that's fun.
Dreidel Twister.
So you didn't do the coins or anything, the chocolate coins or anything?
No, we didn't.
This wasn't at your bar mitzvah?
I know, I need one.
Yeah.
And by the way, my mom is kind of she's a bad Jew, because we have...
My mom's a bad Jew? Oh, yeah.
Did she listen to the show?
We have... Oh, hope not. We have sausage and latkes and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, Mom, are you sure we should be eating the sausage? This feels wrong. It feels like not kosher.
Mom, is this kosher, this food?
Should we mix this together?
Literally, is it kosher?
Yeah.
My number 6 is Thanksgiving. It's
number 6, huh?
Number 6. It's a middle of the road holiday for me, because it's basically celebrating eating, which I'm all for. But it's fine. There's not a lot. I do like there's not a lot of commercialization around it. They say that, but then there's like an insane amount of food you have to buy, and preparation that goes into it. But it's a nice, good, sleepy day. I'm not big into watching football that day, because
and that's a big part of it.
I like to watch football of teams that I know and love, and I'm much more college sports rather than.
You'd rather watch college boys play ball than yeah.
Weirdo.
Well,
but I love. Okay, if I had to rank it though, it's like I love turkey, and then mashed potatoes and gravy have to be together. But then I put the gravy on the turkey. I am not a fan of stuffing at all.
Really?
I don't like stuffing. I don't like cranberry sauce. And pumpkin pie's pushing it, unless it has a ton of whipped cream on it.
Is that why this ranks lower on your scale?
It would be, except there's so many good options there. But it's just the middle of the road.
Like, do you like pie?
What?
You like pie?
I love pie.
Like banana cream?
Oh, banana cream is so good.
Oh, man, I can't wait.
I love banana cream.
I could eat a whole banana cream pie right now.
Seriously, like banana cream, coconut cream, anything with cream.
But why so low? Is it the fact that you have to like be with family or in-laws? Because I feel like Thanksgiving should rank higher.
Well, we're going into the middle of the road here, where it's like there's not as much negative to say about it, but it's just kind of like, it's there, I enjoy it, but there's not much to it. I do like the Mystery Science Theater marathon they did last year, and they're doing it again this year, and so you get to watch a bunch of those, and that's fun. But it's fun. I like Thanksgiving, but there's not a lot of, I don't know,
meat
celebration.
Yeah.
So
okay.
Yeah.
Pineapple ham.
It's a sleepy holiday.
Yeah, it's pineapple ham. You hate pineapple.
It became a federal holiday in 1870 with Christmas, New Year's, and Independence Day. Those all kind of got blanketed as federal holidays.
And it was first organized in 1621 by Governor William Bradford, and he invited the Wampanoag Indians. The Wampanoag. Yeah. And that this is one of those holidays that it feels like it's almost becoming so un-PC. Like, anytime you talk about Thanksgiving...
Oh, yeah, because people will be like, well, the pilgrims that killed the Indian smallpox...
Yeah.
And
it's like American imperialism, British imperialism.
Oh, it's all about gluttony. And I'm like, it's a day to spend time with your family and have a good time and eat.
Yes.
What is wrong with that?
But most people, not most people, some people don't like their family or like extended family.
They say that often.
It's kind of the trope.
It is a trope. It's a trope about all these holidays. Like, oh, you have to get together with your family. How lame. And I'm like, I like my family. And I like my in-laws. So, win-win?
Yeah, no, that's a win-win for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get that? I said that on record. I like my in-laws. It's on the podcast.
And I said my mom was a bad Jew.
I'll never forget that. That's going to be the first thing I say to her when I meet her.
What?
Okay. But yeah, Thanksgiving's fun.
So what's your number 5?
My number 5 is New Year's Eve / New Year's Day. It is a fun holiday, but as I'm getting older, it's getting harder and harder to stay up late.
Yeah.
And I feel bad saying
Do you have traditions?
You can't stay up until midnight?
My family, I should.
I know, right? Midnight is like early.
No, it goes a little bit later than that, too, because we stay up a little bit more.
Smooching.
But But a lot of my love for these holidays comes from family traditions, because we have a lot of family traditions on both sides of the family. But New Year's Eve actually was one of my favorites, because my dad, he was worried about his kids going out and partying elsewhere and, driving home with a bunch of drunks on the road and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And so he kind of sat us down, and I don't remember the conversation because I was very young, but he said, "What do you want to do?" "Anything. We'll do anything." And someone said, "I want steak." And he's like, "Okay, we'll have steak." "I want to play games." "Okay, we'll play games." "I want candy." "Sure, we'll play candy." "I want to shoot off the shotgun." "Okay." So
I want to light the house on fire, Dad.
Okay,
sure.
No, but then so we have all these traditions, and we'd come and I'd like invite people over, and we'd play a ton of games, and then at stroke of midnight go out back and at my parents' property out in the back and shoot off a shotgun.
Yeah.
And it was just a fun tradition that I would leave parties. I'd be like at a dance or a party or something like that, and I'd be like, "Oh, 15 minutes to midnight, I got to go home." And they're like, "Going home to your family?" I'm like, "Yes, I am." And so then we'd have a great time with my family.
That's kind of cool.
Oh, it was tasty. It was good food, good times, lots of games. And then New Year's Day, the tradition is that we eat crab and leftover steak usually. And so I start off the year with this delicious meal.
That's random.
Yeah, it's super random.
Yeah, king crab, they're good.
Oh, king crab is good.
Yeah, it's really
I have a random one, too. My mom always cooks tacos on New Year's Eve.
Really?
Yeah. And it became such a tradition, I did the same thing. I'd be out and be like, "Oh, no, I'm going home for tacos."
Yeah, it's just like this craving I have.
Yeah.
But
And I think family traditions are something that keeps holidays alive.
it does.
Because, I mean, years back, probably late teens, early 20s, I didn't care for New Year's Eve at all.
Yeah.
Because it was always like, hey, where are we going to go? Is there a dance to go to? Is there a party to go to?
Well, and that's just it. If you have to search for it, it's much less fun.
Typically, like the metropolitan areas you live in, like here in Salt Lake,
Right.
they have like first night, and I always hated it. I went like 3 years in a row, and I'm like, I hate this every time. And it's always really cold.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
honestly,
super
you
cold.
find a comfort spot of just,
Right.
hey, I'm going to do this every year. This is
I
fun.
love going out, banging pots and pans on the front porch at midnight and seeing everyone else do
Right
it.
outside Kent's house.
And that's when I'll be shooting shotguns. Weird.
All right, your number 5?
Yeah, let's
My
keep it
number
going.
5 is Easter. Mostly because I love the resurrection of...
Don't even try.
No, seriously, I think Easter is incredibly important.
What's good about Easter?
I'll tell you what, and this is from a...
Are you skipping the Jesus part again?
I'm
Tell me
skipping-
one thing that's good about Easter.
Yeah, I'm focusing on the secular because I don't want to get into the religious.
Yeah, but you
Easter,
can't separate it at that point.
Oh, people do. Like,
No,
it's-
people do.
I love the secular side and the spiritual side to almost every holiday. Like
Yeah,
this.
there is. But, and Joel, you know this, it's just kind of like, yes, hiding eggs is ridiculous, but
We do jelly beans, and we find them for months after.
when your kids get Easter baskets and they go out and find eggs, and you're like, oh, you missed one over there, it's just fun.
I remember asking my mom, be like, "Who came up with this?" Like when I was a kid, like because this is weird.
Yeah.
So I did
now
some
Kent will tell
Joel.
me.
I did some Joel research, and I was like,
me?
basically, it was weird. I googled a lot of weird
Don't
stuff.
Google me.
Joel anime, and I came up with some. So
Captain America.
I was wondering, like Easter Bunny. Everyone always goes, "What's the bunny from?" Right?
Yeah.
So a story was published in 1680 about a rabbit hiding eggs on Easter, and so then now that's become legend. And and eggs are the ancient symbol of fertility, and meant to represent new life and rebirth.
It's one of
when
those-
you think about the weird stuff of Easter, it makes sense.
It really is like it's a pagan religious holiday kind of meshed together.
And that's kind of the thing. A lot of these holidays, bigger holidays we celebrate, are pagan influenced.
They're compromises, which is why
Yes.
people get so mad. It's like, oh, it's about religious. It's too religious. I'm like, it's actually a combination of the two, and you can celebrate the secular without having to celebrate the
Yes.
religious. No big deal. Just have fun. You
But
got
yeah.
a day off.
So Cadbury mini
Celebrate
eggs,
President's
Starburst
Day.
jelly beans, honey glazed ham, and Jesus.
yeah,
In that order?
in that order.
That's apparently is what I said.
All right. Go ahead and give us your
My number 4 is St. Patrick's Day. I love St. Patrick's
Wow,
Day.
you put that even higher than I did. I thought it was
Yeah.
going to be pretty high.
Yeah, no, I love it. Once again, it's the Irish thing. I really like the culture.
Do you have Irish blood?
Here and there.
His other mom's Irish, and he actually has a whole like
My other
lifestyle
mom.
of experience.
She's a bad Irishman.
I mean, like everyone, I got like part English, part Irish,
Yeah.
part German.
I'm English, Scottish, Swish, and I think Irish.
Swish?
Swish.
Like you shoot basketballs
Scottish
and they go right in.
Swish!
But, there's the whole fun of like wearing green in school, which I would be a challenger. I would never wear green.
Oh,
because that's me.
You're one of those people.
I'm one of those people. I'm like, yeah, bring it on. And then I'd be like, green socks. Yeah. It's so stupid.
So you liked getting pinched?
A little bit. Still do.
Got creeped out.
No, Joel, come on.
Joel is pinching Kent.
For the record,
It was on the arm.
the number one reason I love, and this is once again a family tradition that I love this holiday, is because of a meal that my family has, and it's corned beef and cabbage.
I love corned beef and cabbage. We do that with my college buddies. We do the same
Great.
thing.
Yeah. But, and college buddies' food is good, but your mom's cooking is always the best, right?
My mom never made corned beef and cabbage.
Didn't she?
Maybe she did. I shouldn't say that. She would listen.
She's a bad cook, and my mom's a bad Jew.
She's not a bad cook. I did
Okay.
not say that.
So the corned beef she makes is always good. There's like potatoes in the cabbage, which is really kind of like wet and steamy. And the whole thing turns into this mush, and I love it. In fact,
Tasty. It's very simple too.
this is my preferred meal of the year
Really.
over
Wow.
Thanksgiving.
Now, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Do you have the large chunks of pepper in there? Because I hate those.
They are few and far between, but yes, they're there.
I try to strain those out as much as possible.
Because if you accidentally eat one of those
yeah.
BBs,
it's like doop-de-doo, yum yum, crack. Oh, death!
yeah.
It's like a whole pepper?
It's like the big.
Like a black pepper?
Yeah.
Huh.
Just a ball of black pepper.
It's not good.
Yeah.
Fun fact, this was once a dry holiday.
Oh yeah. They closed down bars in Ireland.
Yeah, they closed down pubs, and that lasted until 1970 when they're like, whatever. In this-
70s, free love.
And by the way, St. Patrick, he was actually British.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah. And he's the color was
The
blue.
Irish
The color was
love
blue.
British people.
Yeah.
Well, at that time, you bring Christianity
My
and
island.
everything. Yes.
My island. By the way, I learned this too, that you know how they say St. Patty's is Paddy? And you see that sometimes?
Oh, I always do TTY.
Apparently, TTY is a feminine version of Pat. It's like Patty, like Patricia, and then Patty with the DDY is
Really?
masculine. That's what I was reading.
So it's
somewhere.
like Miyamo and Miyama?
Sure.
The A and the L.
Yo no hablo español. Yo falo portugués. But
Así.
good job, Kent. He did it.
You did.
All right, so that was your number.
Yeah, so I love St. Patrick's Day. And by the way, the shamrock is a metaphor for the Holy Trinity. So full circle.
But that was your 4 then.
Yeah, that was
So it's
my number 4. Your
Okay.
turn. 3 or 4. I don't even know where we are.
What better place for the 4th of July than number 4?
Yeah. Whoa. Seriously?
Number 4.
This is only number 4?
It was a struggle. But
You just went all out.
number 8.
It was number 8 for me.
Number 8.
And yours is only twice as good, but still not great.
No, Independence Day is a great holiday.
Okay.
But I will admit, I don't like parades, and sometimes it is too hot. But we have so many fun family traditions, and I love lighting off fireworks. Something about lighting something on fire, watching it explode, is so.
Did you never have that as a kid? Did you never experience life as a pyro? I know you did.
I did.
I definitely did.
Oh yeah, I lit stuff on the fire on fire all the time. But Independence Day, we have
Blue darts?
We have a lot of traditions.
You're not even
Skipping
gonna
over it. With my family, we light off fireworks, stuff like that. And my wife's family, we go to her family's, one of her family's places. They have a candy cannon with a little stuffed candy in a thing. It's a homemade little cannon, and then it'll shoot it up in the air, and all the kids get to grab it, and it falls down.
That's fun.
We do homemade
Sounds
ice cream.
dangerous.
Everyone brings their own flavors of ice cream, and we make ice
It's probably
cream.
too loud for Kent.
It's a barbecue.
I can hear that next door.
Kids.
Candy cannon. Well, no, that's the thing is because we do the candy cannon, and then they actually have like a devotional where they talk about people who've served. They talk about America. We listen to this Johnny Cash.
You listen to
tribute.
Bruce Greenwood.
That's in the part of it. But then we retire the colors from the previous year. Someone donates a flag, and we retire the colors, and then we get a new flag, and that gets retired the next year.
So you actually make it about America.
It is, and it's touching. I get emotional every single stupid time I go there. Well, first of all, I should say the videos of servicemen coming home to surprise their family gets me every time. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But that it actually does swell the patriotism in
I
me.
cannot judge your patriotism because that
And
sounds
then we
true.
light off so many fireworks.
'Cause-
so many fireworks.
Which I don't see the
And then
point.
I get to drive home across the valley, and I get to see fireworks shows in all the cities. And
Yeah,
I
that's
think to
fun, too.
myself, what an amazing land we live in, America.
Something just exploded. That is totally awesome.
The bombs bursting in air. Gay proof.
Just because
through
it's a
the
lyric in a song
night.
doesn't mean you have to buy a $200 gunpowder
It
tube.
does if you love America.
Yeah,
It does?
Don't love America enough.
Considering I already won the America episode, do you really want to go down this road again?
You didn't win.
I won.
Not at all. There wasn't even a
Jacob, did I
deciding.
win?
Yeah, he definitely won.
Okay.
Are you kidding me?
Did Lex Luthor beat the Joker?
Yeah.
Okay.
That
You
happened,
always
too.
pick Joel.
All right.
Oh, no, wait,
Now-
hold on. For the record, too, it's my number 2, and it's not even for patriotic reasons. It's just fun.
It's very fun.
It's just so dang fun. And it's summer. It represents being out of school. It represents doing whatever you want. I remember just grabbing a handful of bottle rockets and just lighting them in my hand, throwing them around.
You were in trouble,
blowing
youth.
stuff up.
That's
Anyway.
what that's what it's all about.
And the
Ken.
barbecues you mentioned, yeah, we'd have big campfires, barbecues. It's just
Seriously,
fun.
Driving, like you're walking through the neighborhood and you smell barbecue. It's just like, oh, I love
Yeah.
that smell. And
It's like the
neighbors invite you
freest
over.
time of year, too. It's like I have no obligations
the-
about anything, and I can do whatever I
Well,
want.
the best part is
You know you're an
everyone
adult
is
and you aren't free anymore because you work every single day. You're not
of the
in
be-
school.
I don't.
that's what
Haven't
makes
been
freedom.
for.
You know one of the best things about 4th of July is those everyone thinks they're a barbecue expert and they're inspired to be.
I love that
and they're
part.
Like, hey, I'm making burgers. You want to come over? I love that part.
Yeah, that part gets me right in the feels.
All right. So now we're entering,
I'll get you right in the feels.
Now we're entering our top 3.
All right.
This is the top 3. We're entering it now. Are we
The
ready?
big 3.
The big 3.
Just stop saying entering. I don't know.
And my number 3 is Hilton Day.
Oh, shut up!
What?
My dad.
Don't even.
No, I'm bringing this up because my dad. He was said, and Ken, you brought this up earlier, that every holiday
Okay.
you're always with family and stuff
Yeah.
like that, extended family. And he's like, I want a holiday just for us. So they chose a date, which is actually their wedding anniversary.
That was actually on the bizarre holidays. There was Hilton
Yeah,
Day,
Hilton Day
and
was
it was
on there.
August 12th.
No, it's April 12th.
Oh, close.
Yeah, April 12th, and it's in honor of my parents' sealing. They decided to do this little tradition. So we would get out of school, which first of all was awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome.
They'd pull us out of school. And then we go do some random activity. And each year it was something different. One year, I remember when it was one of the first ones. It was established, I don't know, around 1987, 1989, somewhere in there. We rode in a really tall elevator that was made of glass in a hotel, and we thought that was the coolest thing ever.
That's from a movie.
No,
That's
it's not,
from.
it's not the Great Glass Elevator.
It is.
It's an elevator made of glass.
Was there an everlasting gobstopper?
There wasn't. We took a tour one time of Kissin' 97 and got to see Fisher and Todd recording, who are our favorite morning show. Went to the sports park, went on go-karts.
Kisser and Todd?
Fisher and Todd.
Oh, okay.
Fisher and Todd.
We took a tour of an airplane. We took a helicopter ride one time. And like this is every year we were like, what's going to happen? We had no idea.
By the way, was Todd like miserable? Was he like chain smoking in
No,
the station?
it was back when he was happy.
Okay.
When it was Fisher and Todd. But and then one of the biggest ones, and my dad said it stressed him out because he felt like he had to top himself every year. And we weren't a well-to-do family, but he made it work. But one of the years we went to the airport and we're like, oh, we're getting a tour of the airport or something like that. And then he opened up the trunk and all our bags were packed and we took a day trip to California.
Oh, cool.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
And every year we go to Lorena's or La Frontera,
Which is so weird.
and I love that place.
It's like lower tier Mexican food,
It's
but
so
because
good.
you did it so much with your family, like
it's totally
you love
positive
it.
association. Like,
Yes.
we tried to get my wife and my brother's wife to like it, and they're both like, but we're like, it's so good.
They're like it's a smothered burrito.
And then my dad would always take us to the dead.
So generic.
Yeah, right.
My dad would take us to a place called the Dead Food Store. It's not really called that. That's
Better
what
than
he
the
called it.
live
Isn't
food
any
store.
food store the dead food store?
Technically, but for some reason he made up this name of the Dead Food Store, and it was one of those scratch dented as is kind of stores.
Was it Clem's?
So I don't know. I have to actually ask him what the
Was it
real
North
name
Salt
is.
Lake?
Was it kosher?
It was in Salt Lake. I know that.
Okay.
But I remember we'd go there and they give us like, a couple bucks each and we go to pick out and I'd buy like tons of candy for like real cheap. And I was like, this is the best day ever. But honestly,
The Smith and Edwards, because that's what I would do there.
yeah, I really do want to start this with my kids because it was just a special holiday for us. And I knew you guys wouldn't have it on your list. And I know it's not a national holiday, but it really is one of the most positive associated memories I have with holidays that isn't a mainstream holiday. So,
Okay.
All right.
Accepted.
Can't argue with that.
all right.
No, not at all. I would like to, but I'm not going to.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ken,
All right,
your
Ken.
number 3?
My number 3 is Dun Day.
That was my joke, too. Rogers Day.
I was going to say Hilton Day, but I thought that was too obvious.
Yeah.
When Kent came with us
So
that one time, that was
D-Day.
great.
D-Day is
D-Day,
the accurate,
yeah.
yeah. And it's pretty important. It's about America's history. No, just kidding.
What about Get Her Done Day?
No,
Get her done.
no,
No.
smooching.
Smooching.
My number 3 is Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. That made it that high?
It made it that high.
Wow. Why?
I am a Thanksgiving defender because
Okay.
basically you go to a store, and this is not news to anyone, but nothing celebrates Thanksgiving. No retail outlet will be like, "Hey, turkey time." They'll be like, "Oh, hey, we're selling our Halloween and costumes for cheap now. It's time for Christmas trees."
Yeah, but they have their little setups for Thanksgiving with the fall leaves and the cornucopia and
Where?
in the displays.
What stores do you go to?
Macy's.
Okay, because I don't see it.
Harmon's does that, I think.
Harmon's?
Do they? Look at you guys,
Walmart?
hoity-toity. Walmart.
Smiths.
Walmart. The leaves
Albertsons?
are just dragged in from hobos
Family food
outside. And people fell asleep in some cornucopia.
Any
All right, keep
supermarket?
going. Keep going.
But, okay, first
No.
of all, you're not going to the supermarket on the holiday, are you? Because never go to a supermarket on a holiday. I don't care what the holiday is. Don't go.
So Black Thursday I can't do?
It's so terrible. Like, it's just so crowded.
Oh, it is. It's awful. I've gone twice, and it's ridiculous.
Do you do the Black Friday sales?
I've done it twice.
That's actually his number one.
Black Friday? Mm-hmm. It is?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
Come on. You know me.
I'm not a big fan of Black Friday.
But I love Thanksgiving because, like you, which is nice, I love my family.
Yeah.
And it's kind of nice. We always eat at 2 p.m., like on the
you
dot.
just said you love your family.
I know, right?
You have family that listens.
What's happened to this show? It seems like the last episode of Baconsale.
Let's hug.
Joel's reaching out to us to hug us. Just pinch me again. I like it. I like that. But I enjoy Thanksgiving. I think it deserves more credit. It's the in-between holiday.
Now, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Are you frustrated at the Christmas creep? Like, that it's encroaching on Thanksgiving?
So much that I am often called a hipster because I will not celebrate any sort of Christmas activities till December
I don't think you're
1st.
called a hipster because of that.
No, people say I have no joy in my heart because of this. Because if I hear Christmas music at any point before December 1st, I have to walk away or turn it off.
December 1st or like post-Thanksgiving?
Nope, December 1st.
Really?
Yep.
That's arbitrary.
I know, it's kind of weird.
I will say I have one allowance. And
Okay.
that my wife's family has a tradition. First snow, you can listen to Christmas music during the first snow. And it happened in October once at my in-laws' house, and they started playing Christmas music, and I was like, "It's okay,
No.
it's okay,
Yeah.
it's okay, it's
You're
okay."
like, it's Bing Crosby. I can't do this right now.
It's beginning. To
No,
look
stop it. It's not December 1st. It will be soon. But there is a time to enjoy Christmas, and it is in December for me.
I don't like how Thanksgiving is completely overshadowed, and even
Yeah.
Christmas is coming up in October. There are displays, which
Yep.
is ridiculous.
Yeah.
But I totally agree. You need to wait. You need to keep the seasons within the seasons.
Yeah. So that's my number 3,
All right.
Thanksgiving.
All right, let's go back to you, Joel.
Well, let's do.
Yeah, I'll
number
do.
two.
Oh, yeah, right.
My
Your
number
next
2 is Christmas.
Your number 2.
My number 2.
Your number 2.
Yeah, listen, number 10, Easter. Don't judge me
Joel's
over
gonna have
here.
the same number one, I'm sure.
I dare say that Easter's probably more important than
I don't know why we're
Christmas.
stretching this out. I'm pretty sure we're going to match from here on out.
So, and we all know Christmas, and the reason is, and we talked about that, I like to celebrate it in the month, and I get into it. I love the giving,
Right.
And it's great.
Can I just expose mine as number 2 is Christmas as well? So we
Okay.
can just-
So
yeah,
let's just
that's a
chat
good
about
idea.
it, yeah.
That's a good idea.
So my number 2 is Christmas.
Yeah.
And it's fun because, well, everyone has memories of coming down the stairs and
Oh,
with
yeah.
your siblings and,
Yeah.
it's
It's fun how
opening your
traditions
presents.
form, too. Like,
Tell me one
Question.
good thing about Christmas.
Question for you, and this is for both of you. When your presents were laid out, were they unwrapped or were they wrapped?
Santa didn't wrap ours.
No, the Santa ones weren't wrapped. Only the between family ones
Same.
were wrapped.
Yeah.
Same.
So much easier for Santa.
We always had outfits laid out, like on the couch, like it looked like a person sitting on the couch.
Oh,
And then our stocking, like I love stockings, like even more than the gift sometimes.
you love the orange and the toe?
I always got mad at my mom for the orange and the banana.
Yes, the banana. The banana
And then she was like,
make the form.
and then I'd always get the pep talk. Well, when we were poor growing up and we had an orange and we were grateful, and I was like,
when I was a bad
I was like,
Jew-
where's my Dino Rider?
when I was a bad Jew in my village. Kent.
Oy vey.
Shalom.
But yeah,
Well, because family traditions form. Like, we had to wait on the stairs until my dad went down and checked to see if Santa was there, and then I do the same thing with my kids. But one Christmas, I got a random gift from a relative, which was a red turtleneck. And
Really?
I don't wear turtlenecks.
you should.
I don't.
They're
hardly-
very becoming on you.
I've seen you wear a turtleneck.
Not really.
As a joke?
As a joke, probably.
Probably as a joke, yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't wear red primarily because I'm much more of a BYU fan.
Oh my
But
gosh, really? You avoid the color red?
The red is
the village.
Oh, it's very limited. My wardrobe was mostly blue and gray and black. But
That's silly.
It really is silly.
it's not even intentional. Like it's just kind of like that's how it happens. I look at a shirt, I'm like, oh, I like that one, and then red's like bad color. But no, I got this red turtleneck, and I'm like, what am I going to do with this? And now has become the Christmas morning turtleneck. I will wear that. My kids know. I get it out. They're like, it's the Christmas shirt, and I'm like, yes, it is, kids. And then I'll put it on Christmas morning and walk around. We always make sure the kids go to the bathroom and brush their teeth before we go do Christmas presents.
Otherwise, it's heinous.
Yes, it is with little kids.
Yeah.
But Christmas is such a fun holiday, and I love the season. I enjoy Christmas music. I like Christmas lights. I love going to see lights, and I love Christmas candy's great too.
Yeah.
Not the peppermint candy canes as much as like the flavored ones, the better ones.
Yeah.
But there's so many fun traditions in Christmas. It's almost too many to name because there's so much that happens. We try to go to both families and stuff like that, so it's a very crowded holiday, but it's so much fun.
So, fun facts. The Pope Julius the First created, this is reported, created Christmas on the December 25th in 350 AD. Suicide rates are not actually at record highs during the holiday season. It's actually spring when suicides are high. So I thought you guys would appreciate that fun fact.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for helping us feel bad then better.
Random?
Norwegian scientists have hypothesized that Rudolph's red nose is the result of a parasitic infection of the respiratory system.
Where are you getting this? Are you on The Onion again?
So when the other reindeer called Rudolph names, it's because, well, he
was sick.
He was sick.
So terrible.
It typically takes 15 years to grow a Christmas tree. So just think about that every time you buy a tree that you're,
We have an artificial one.
It took 15 years to grow.
It doesn't smell as good. I love the smell of Christmas trees.
Mistletoe means little dung twig because the plant spreads through bird droppings.
What?
So when you kiss under a mistletoe, it's under a poo branch. That's a true story.
Okay.
And
it sounds like a Jacob story.
While I was Googling fun facts, I actually Googled Krampus fun facts.
Krampus! Krampus is making a comeback.
Of course he is.
Are we doing a Baconsale Krampus?
Comes out next week, by the way.
We're going to see it together.
Yes.
In Croatia, Austria, Switzerland, and Germany, Krampus rides shotgun to Santa Claus.
Mm-hmm.
If you're good, you get presents. If you're bad, Krampus will beat you with a rod.
I can't believe Krampus made another appearance in our show.
Krampus has many brothers.
Oh, God.
Some of the more popular names are the Door Slammer,
Yeah.
the Window Peeper.
Of course. Isn't that Jacob's name in college?
Hold on.
That was elementary school.
The Sausage Snatcher, and the Doorway Sniffer. Krampus's family, he comes from a weird family. It's amazing he's turned out so well.
Why did you just ruin Christmas?
But it's just kind of funny how here in America, we don't know. Why am I talking about Krampus? We're done. We don't really know about the legend of Krampus, but in Europe, it is just prevailed. In fact, I read something that in Nazi Germany, they hated Krampus so much because it was an actual, because they're controlling religion in every way, that they said Krampus was a creation of leftist psychopaths, basically.
Leave it to Kit. We start talking about Christmas. He brings up the Nazis.
It's always the Nazis. Got the chip.
Do you know who hates Columbus Day? The Nazis.
Krampus fun facts.
Thanks, Kent.
Hashtag Krampus fun facts.
All right, so both their number ones are Halloween, and the show's over.
No, come on.
Wow, Jacob knows how to take the steam out of a room.
Yeah.
Number one.
It was obvious. Anyone who's been listening.
What if they hadn't? What if this is their first episode?
Yeah.
This is not their first episode.
And they started
What if
halfway
it's
The
through.
listener didn't just start listening.
Number one is Halloween.
Yes.
And I love it, once again, probably because of family traditions. Every Halloween, we do the trick-or-treating thing, and then we go to one of my set of grandparents, and we go do a piñata. We'd make the piñata, and then we get to break it, and candy would come out and be awesome. Then we go to my other grandparents and eat chili, this delicious chili, and tell scary stories or watch scary movies or just sit around and talk.
Yeah.
And I would lead my friends once again to go do this. And to me, Halloween's a season. Halloween starts.
Yeah.
I watch
It's
horror
fall.
movies. I watch horror October 1st. I change my profile pictures on social media, and I watch pretty much nothing but horror movies and X-Files and Supernatural the entire month. And I really, really enjoy it.
The only time you watch Supernatural.
Well, it's true. I haven't watched it since. But I also like it because October 31st is the last day of the month where it's like Halloween, 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 Halloween. Okay, we're in November.
Yeah.
Whereas Christmas, it's great. But then it's like, yeah, Christmas, 25th.
And there's a lull.
Awkward week.
It's Boxing Day, sort of.
Boxing Day. That's actually my number 1A.
Oh, okay. Boxing Day, yep.
Yeah.
But Halloween's so much fun. I love dressing up. I love the scary parts. I thoroughly enjoy it. Halloween is my number one.
Totally agreed. I love Halloween, and it's not really for family reasons. Mostly it's just because of the general feeling of the season. Mm-hmm. And watching scary movies. It's much like December, because you can celebrate with Christmas music, and in Halloween, it's with scary movies. You can talk about... And this is what we
music.
did.
I play scary music all the time.
Yeah.
I wake up my poor wife with it.
And it's totally okay. You do it
middle of the
November
night.
1st, and you're a weirdo. But October is fantastic. It's easily my favorite month. And honestly, because you and I are a little bit weird, and we like to dress up, it gives us full excuse to.
Yeah, I mean, Comic-Con only comes every month, so when I have it... No, but... it's so stupid.
Yeah, but I love to dress up, and often my costumes are, quite flamboyant.
Well,
Because I always want to outdo the last one,
Yeah,
And
it's hard because you want to top yourself, but then you're like, I can't do that because otherwise I'll have this outlandish, expensive costume that costs way too much.
Yeah.
Speaking of throwing money away,
yeah,
you ever going to wear that blue bodysuit again?
Probably. For a Skeletor costume. I could use it for Skeletor.
A firework. But and
about the same.
But people will say to me, there's stuff like, "Oh, you like Halloween? Does that mean you don't like Christmas?" And I'm like, "No, I like both holidays." Like, in fact, they were kind of bucking for number one position because I was like,
Halloween just wins.
I really love this. I really love this. I love it when Jacob yawns into the microphone.
You got Jesus
For the 14th
number 2.
time.
No, Jesus is number
1.
10 for Joel.
No,
Oh, yeah,
no,
number 10.
no,
That's right.
No.
Baby Jesus.
So
He almost won, but not quite.
Baby Jesus 10. Adult Jesus 2.
Dancing on blasphemy lines right now.
Dancing? Yeah.
But it's fun.
You're the one who ranked it.
No, the candy is ever present. It's what it's all about.
Yep.
It's a weird time where you can go to strangers' houses and ask for candy and judge them if they turn their lights off.
And the candy. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But the candy sales the day after and the decoration sales.
Oh, yeah.
Super awesome. That's usually when we get all our stuff.
Do you have any fun facts about Halloween?
Oh, not really. Just the earliest known reference to ritual begging on Halloween in English-speaking North America occurs in 1911. Halloween costumes started to appear in stores in the 1930s, and the custom of trick-or-treat has officially appeared in the 1950s.
Never Google old Halloween costumes like 1930s. They're the worst.
No, they're so much scary.
What?
And they were like these homemade Halloween costumes are in these black and white pictures, and they're terrifying.
It looks like they're performing an exorcism, and
my
these
gosh,
just
I
ran
wanna
out
see
of the
this
house.
now.
You
Like,
should.
And the things are so simple. Like nowadays, it's all about gore.
It's like
and
animal
stuff like that.
faces.
Yeah, but they make
Ugh.
them themselves like paper mache, and it's freaky.
So trick-or-treating evolved from the Celtic tradition, once again Irish, of putting out treats to placate spirits who roam the streets during a festival called Samayan, which is the end of the Celtic calendar year. So it's kind of like cleaning out the bad spirits.
Did you just say Samayan?
It's like Samhain.
Samayan.
Samayan? Samayan. Green eggs and ham, right? It is the second highest grossing holiday after Christmas. And it's interesting that it started in Ireland, but most countries, especially France and Australia, believe it's a strictly American holiday and a bad influence. And that's
Samhain.
why
You say France and where?
Australia.
Oh.
And that proves how much I love America because Halloween is my number one. Joel, you as well? Yeah, he's showing the scary pictures right now.
Yeah, I'm showing.
But no, it's interesting.
Oh my gosh, that's terrifying.
You've been out of the country, and Halloween is not a big deal.
Well, we would try to include it. Like we'd have a Dia de Brujas.
Well, sure,
party.
as you Americans, you believe it's a big deal,
But it's starting to catch on. Like my in-laws were living in England for a while, and they said Paul McCartney used to accept trick-or-treaters at his house. He lived in,
and you probably got 2.
But then apparently there's gotten more and more, and so I think it's a holiday that's going to continue to spread.
No, I don't think so.
I think so.
If it hasn't by now, it won't.
If it hasn't by now,
If it hasn't by now,
it will never spread.
never say trick or treat.
The improv songs. How I love them.
So
Right up
yes,
there with yawning.
we spent a whole month on Halloween. You probably got sick of it, but yeah, we love Christmas. It's coming up, but Halloween reigns supreme.
Yeah, and we'd like to know your thoughts.
Over number 10.
If you could rank the major holidays in the United States or any holiday, let's just say rank holidays. Let us know on our Facebook page or on Twitter. Probably not enough characters there, so you can do it on Facebook or baconsale.com.
Yeah.
And we'd love to hear what you think.
Yeah.
And if your top 3 in particular matches up with our top 3, well, it won't match mine, but but
Hilton Day.
Hilton Day. Happy Hilton Day, everyone in April. But you can find me at QuickWits at qwcomedy.com. You can find out the details, but we perform Saturday nights at 10 o'clock in Midvale. And you can also find me at 786Joel on Twitter.
All right, and you can find me at Twitter and Instagram at Kenny3DD. You can find my movie reviews at ShowtimeShowdown.com, and go check out my Thanksgiving reviews for Creed, Brooklyn, and Victor Frankenstein.
Boom.
Yeah. A lot of movies lately.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. And you can catch me, Jacob, at Jacob A. Rogers at Twitter.
And so until next time, this is Baconsale, this is Baconsale, 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 Baconsale.
Let's just sit here for a minute and not act casual because I think we're about to be in trouble. I'm here to talk politics. No, they choose. Like the sex that actually do that.
Only one day of the year do men have to make dinner. So,
Thank goodness. Achieved.
hey, babe, I think about you after the fact.
Valentine's Day, people are like, well, that's insensitive to singles. And then they're like, oh, Thanksgiving. And they're like, oh, it's all about gluttony and the pilgrims and smallpox.
Holy crap.
No.
Literally holy because it's a holy day.
Oh, Easter's coming. Get candy.
Cadbury mini eggs, Starburst jelly beans,
Those are good.
honey glazed ham.
They're very good.
Jesus.
If it hasn't by now.
If it hasn't by now.
It will never, never, never spread.
Never, never say trick or treat.
I'm Abraham Lincoln. Oh my gosh, it says love on here.
Is that what the kids call it these days?
Rumspringer? This is now my new mission. I've had a lot.
It's to deport yourself.
Commie, traitor to our nation.
I'm not going to say that because it makes me sound like a, elitist intellectual.
Which you are. Eagle cry. Ah! He doesn't like burgers because they're too mainstream. Barbecue's the only good thing, but then everyone's a barbecue expert and wants to give you food. And like, hey, I'm making burgers, neighbor. I want to stay home in my underwear and play Metal Gear. Time for smooching.
I'll show you my Ben Carson.
Kids, you'll be here one day.
Yeah.
Right next to your mother and I.
We all
Look, there's where the dead children are buried.
This is Babyland.
We'll write a postcard to our friends and family in free verse. We will write a postcard to our friends and family in free verse. We will write a postcard to our friends and family in free verse. We will write a postcard to our friends and family in free verse.
It's probably too loud for Kent.
It's a barbecue.
I can hear that next door.
Don't people hate parades, Kent? Isn't that what you said a while back?
By the way, my mom is kind of she's a bad Jew.
She hates getting pinched so much.
You like pie?
I love pie.
Like banana cream?
Oh, banana cream's so good.
Oh, man, I can't wait.
I love banana cream.
I could eat a whole banana cream pie right
Seriously, like banana cream, coconut cream, anything.
now. I sometimes judge people that mourn profusely.
Well, the pilgrim that killed the Indian smallpox. Get that? I said that on record. I like my in-laws. It's on the podcast.
And I said my mom was a bad Jew.
I'll never forget that. That's going to be the first thing I say to her when I meet her.
What?
Okay. What's good about Easter? Doop-de-doo, yum, crack. Oh, death! Krampus is making a comeback! Can I tell you something real quick? Can I confess something to you, gentlemen? Whenever there's the potential for smooching, it's a good day.